Shrug the shoulders up and back. Let's find that nice slow breath where we start to quiet the thoughts that are running through our mind and allowing the body to simply sink into the mat even as we float up tall. Inhale, hands to heart center. Sharing the pranava 3 times. All together, let's take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Paying homage to the gurus that have come before us. Take a breath in. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, release. Let's come to a standing position, Tadasana. Go ahead, face the long side of your mat. Find your Tadasana. Take your time. Really go through the different movements and positions of feet, ankles, knees, hips. Do any fidgeting right now you need to do to tuck your shirt in or whatever. Scratch your head. So we're in Tadasana, soft gaze in front. Soft breath here. Remember, this is our foundation that we return to over and over again in every standing position. Let's open up the hands. Inhale, arms up. Gazes forward. And exhale down. Soft knees. Again, inhale up. Sink the shoulders as you extend through the fingertips. And exhale. Let's move the head now. Inhale. Look up, lift chin. Sink shoulders. Exhale, release. Chin comes back to neutral. And now to the chest. Again, inhale up. Passing through neutral, looking at your hands. Exhale, release. Pass through neutral, chin on chest. Let's look to the right. Inhale, pass through neutral. Look to the right. Exhale, release. Passing through neutral, chin down. Left side, inhale up. Exhale. Again to the right. Inhale, passing through neutral. Look right. Exhale, reverse. Left side, inhale, pass through neutral, look through left. Exhale, release. Forward and down. Inhale, both arms up. Hands together. Exhale into cactus arms, bending both elbows. Nice 90-degree angle. Side twist to the right. Or I should say spinal twist. Take a breath in and exhale. Let's turn to the right and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Relax the shoulders. This twist is through the waist. 2, 1. Take a breath in, and as we exhale, come back to center. Opposite side, take a breath in, and exhale, find the twist. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, return. Inhale, both arms up, hands together, and exhale, release down. Let's widen our stance now. Coming into a nice easy warrior two on the right-hand side. Left foot stays where it is. Open up the right. Take a look right now. Are your feet in the proper position? Do you need to move them? Left foot should be parallel to the short side of the mat or slightly turned in. Remember, for balance, you can have your left foot near the front of the mat, the right foot near the back of the mat. They don't have to be all in one line. Hips are squared forward. Inhale the arms up on the line. Drop the shoulders back. Look at the right hand. Take a breath in and exhale to warrior two. Take a quick look down. Knee is over ankle. Both knees, there's a slight awareness of external rotation so that they're not pointing inward. Shrug the shoulders back again. Soft neck, chin is neutral position. Hold here. In this position, let's just have a little bit of movement. Open up the palms. Keep your gaze forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release palms down, back on the line. Open palms, inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Transition to forward straddle. Inhale the arms up. Swivel the foot in. Now before you even start your forward fold, make sure your hips are over your ankles or heels. And now exhale, swan dive down. As you come to the bottom, release the hands to the mat. And drop the head. Let's bring awareness to the shoulders. Shrug them behind you. Let's see if we can hold this without any fidgeting for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look up, lengthen the back. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, lift the arms, extend them out to the sides, palms down. Inhale again, reverse palms, rise up. At the top, hands together. And exhale, down to your sides. Left warrior two, keep the right foot where it is. Let's open up the left toes, square off, awareness of the knees. Inhale, arms up on the line. Look to the left. Drop the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale. Bend that left knee. Take a quick look. You're in alignment, and then relax into it. That doesn't mean dump your weight, but relax your thoughts, relax the breath, even as we're holding the integrity of our base, lengthening through the spine, holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the palms up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release down, back to on the line. Inhale up. And exhale down. 2 more times. Keep the shoulders soft. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Coming back to straddle, inhale, arms up. Swivel, keep your hands here, toe heel, back to Tadasana. Drop the shoulders, and exhale, release down. Coming up onto our toes. Open up the palms. Inhale, arms up. Come up on your toes. Hold here. Now, even here, you don't want your knees to be locked. You still want some softness there as you hold this pose. If you're finding problems with your balance, find something in front of you that's not moving and just focus there. We have a tendency either to roll the ankles in or out depending on our body type and our structure. So try and equal that between big toe and little toe. Keep your head in line with the back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath in. Exhale, reverse palms, and slowly in control, go ahead and come down. Let's come to the top of our mat, Tadasana. Stepping back into Warrior One, hands are on waist. We'll go through a little balance move here. Shift your weight slightly to the left. Inhale, bring the right knee up in front of you. As you exhale, step back, feel the toe, then the heel, square off. Both knees are straight but not locked. In this position, I'm trying to get my pelvis right in the middle and down between both legs. Hands by your side now, open up the palms, inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend that front knee. Now this is a good time. If you think you can widen your stance, just bring your back foot behind you a little bit more, then square off. Look down, make sure that knee in front is right over your ankle. Keep dropping the shoulders. That really feels good to relax right there. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's come into Warrior Two. So to do that, I have to square off towards the long side of my mat. That may mean that you need to move the back foot in just a little bit. Front leg, nothing changes. Your gaze, nothing changes, but you do square off the torso towards the long side of the mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, open up into Warrior Two. Let's come back into Warrior One. Gaze stays the same. Front leg stays the same. Inhale, both arms up. Square off towards that short side of your mat. Let's do it again. Take a breath in. Exhale, open up. Warrior Two. Warrior One. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Warrior One. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, opening up, Warrior Two. Warrior One, inhale, arms up. Exhale, Warrior One. Stepping back into Tadasana, shift your weight forward so you're coming up onto the toes of the back foot. There's a little bit more weight on the front leg, and then push off. As you inhale, push off. Exhale, and release the hands down. Opposite side. Inhale, shift your weight right. Bring that left knee up, float it in front of your left hip. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you step back. Feel the toe, heel, square off. Extend both knees, but keep them soft. Bring your pelvis underneath you. That's a little pelvic tilt here to be centered between both legs. Hands are by your sides. Open up the palms. Inhale, arms up. At the top, exhale, release the shoulders down. Take a breath. As you exhale, bend that front knee. You come into Warrior One. Again, here's the time to do a little switch of distance between the legs if needed. Look down, make sure your front knee is still nicely over your ankle. Drop the shoulders once more. Hold here. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, opening up into Warrior Two, front knee and gaze do not change. Take a breath in. As you exhale, open up into Warrior Two. Now you may have to move your back foot a little bit, that may swivel. Back to Warrior One. Inhale, arms up, and you're back in Warrior One. Warrior Two, take a breath in. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Warrior One. Inhale. Exhale, open up, Warrior Two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to Warrior One. Last one, inhale. And exhale, open up, Warrior Two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Warrior One. Let's shift our weight forward, coming into Tadasana. Shift the weight forward, come up onto your toes or the back foot. Then inhale, step forward, and exhale, release. Coming onto your mat in a nice, comfortable seated position. And that can be sitting on your knees. Vajrasana is actually a really nice position after we've done some standing poses to sit on your knees. Why? Because we're really giving nice extension to the knee, which was holding us up for stability, and also the ankles. But you can choose to sit any way you want. Nice spinal twist here. Left hand to the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up. Drop the shoulder, square off. Take a breath in and exhale to the right. Bring that left shoulder back if it had a tendency to creep forward. Inhale, let's grow tall from the waist. And then exhale, release the right hand behind you. Hold here. We're not pushing ourselves into it. We're simply feeling that twist from the waist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up the palm. Inhale the right arm behind you. And now exhale, come back to neutral. Release the right palm. Right palm to left thigh. Inhale the left arm up and drop the shoulder. Square off here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, find the twist to the left. Shrug that right shoulder behind you. Take a breath in as you grow tall once more. And then exhale, release the left arm behind. If you find that you're tempted to push yourself into the position, simply lift your hands up off the ground or your thigh just a little bit so that you really feel the action coming from the waist and the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come out. Inhale the left arm up behind you. Exhale, release back to center and come down. Let's come down onto our stomach, a prone position, as we come into Cobra. We're in the prone position. Let's bring all our body into the correct alignment. Now you can have your feet distance as wide as the mat if you would like. This puts less pressure on the lower back. So you can start there, and as you feel more proficient and comfortable, you bring your legs together. I can feel the tops of my feet against the mat. I do a slight pelvic tilt here. It's very slight. What's happening is I'm elongating through the lower back so I don't crunch it. Hands are on the mat, fingers in line with your shoulders. Shrug the shoulders behind you once more like we've been practicing throughout the practice. Shoulder blades are drawn down the spine and towards the spine. So I've got contact, feet, hips, shoulders down, forehead or nose on the ground. Let's go in stages. As I inhale, just lift the head off the ground, but the head is still in line with the spine. Now you feel there was a subtle shift in the muscles in the back. So if you need to adjust again, that contact between the feet and the hips, go ahead. Inhale again, lift the head a little higher, lift the chest off the ground, but there's still no weight on our hands. Again, adjust contact with the feet and the hips. Now for those of you who can, put a little more weight into your wrists, lift a little higher, but keep your belly button on the mat. Hold here. Remember, we have to switch the breath to the rib breath. Ribs are expanding. Really not too much movement in the lower belly. 4. Don't lose contact with your leg as you move higher up. 2. And 1. To come out, take a breath in. Exhale, release down. Release your hands to the sides, palms down, extended to the side. Let the head now roll to the right-hand side. Release any tension in your legs. For some, it's more natural to have the toes point in relaxation. For others, the toes point out. So whatever's good for you, go ahead. So all the points that I just went through in setting up and going into a Cobra are the points that we want to think about in our sun salutations. You want to hit all those points. Let's come back into our preparatory pose for Cobra. Feet, hips, hands, shoulders, head. Going in stages. Inhale, simply lift the head up, adjust. Shoulders, legs, and hip. Inhale without using your hands, lift up a little higher, and adjust. Now remember, you need to keep your abdomen soft because that's the part that's stretching. So if you start clenching through the stomach, you can't lift up, you can't shine the heart. All right, go ahead, put a little more weight into your hands as you lift up, keeping the belly button on the ground. Breathe through the rib cage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release down. Extend arms out to the side, palms down. Look to the left, relax the legs. Let's do it one more time. Come back into position for a Cobra. And in one inhale, let's just rise up into Cobra. So think about where you are first. Do all your preparatory things. Toes, hips, hands, shoulders. Ready? Inhale, rise up. Hold. Switch the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, take a breath in, and exhale, release. Extend your hands out to the side, head to the right. Let's stretch that back one more time by bringing the hands in, pushing back to child's pose. Doesn't matter if your knees are apart or together. We just want to feel a nice stretch through that lower back and the shoulders. Let's hold here. And coming into Salabhasana, which is locust pose, it's the same focus on the lower back, but we're lifting our feet instead of our chest. So let's come back to a prone position. Legs can be a little bit distanced apart. This time our arms are behind us, palms down, so the pinkies are facing one another. And for those of you who can, go ahead and bring your hands underneath your body so your pinkies are touching kind of like at your groin, wherever it is that you have your arms extended, wherever that is, at your thighs or wherever. It's not possible for me, so I just keep my hands by my side. In this position, your mouth, your nose, or your forehead is always, always touching the mat. We lift one leg at a time. So, head is in position, shoulders are as soft as we can make them, hands are in position. Do a little pelvic tilt here so we feel connection with the mat to the hip. Find your right leg. As you inhale, lift the right leg off the mat. It just floats off the mat. I don't lose contact with the hip bone. Think that someone's pulling your big toe away from your body and a little up. Feel that awareness in the lower back. That's what's going on. Shoulders are free, neck is free. Here you still have to be nice and soft in your abs. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath in. Exhale, release. Opposite side. Head is in position, shoulders, hands are in position. Slight pelvic tilt. Find your left leg. Inhale, lift up. Feel like someone's pulling your big toe away from your body and up. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath in. Exhale, release. Bring your hands behind you now, on top of your butt. See if you can clasp your hands and roll the shoulders behind you. In this position, let's do a cobra. Feet are in place, slight pelvic tilt, roll the shoulders back, hands stay behind me. I'm actually pushing my shoulders down. In steps, inhale, lift the head off the mat. Inhale again, lift the chest a little bit higher. Inhale again, come up a little higher, breathe through the ribs. Extend the legs down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath. Exhale, release down. Release the hands. Bringing your hands down to the mat, palms down, pinkies towards one another, but not underneath your body this time. Bring your feet together. Toes and heels are touching. Lifting our legs off the mat, but keeping the head on the mat. Ready? Little pelvic tilt here. Inhale, lift them up. Same imagery. Somebody's pulling our big toes away from us. Relax the shoulders. They're not helping in any way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. And exhale, release. Let's bring our hands underneath us. And as you exhale, push back to a child's pose and lengthen that back. Let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting on our heels, lift the head, lengthen the back, use your hands to help you. Inhale, push up to a seated position. Okay, I'm going to show you one position, but if your knee doesn't allow it, I'm going to give you a modification. Get 1 or 2 blocks. Sitting in Vajrasana with our knees apart, I put the block underneath me so that when I'm sitting, I feel nice and stable, but my knees nor my ankles are fully flexed. It looks like this from this side. So I feel that I'm very stable where my blocks are, but see, I don't have such an extreme bend in the knee or in the ankle. So this is a nice way to sit in Vajrasana. If your knee still doesn't allow you to do this, you can really carefully bring it a little taller and come like this. There's 2 blocks. The other way to do it is to put a cushion between here and then sit. So let's see where we are. If this feels really comfortable, you can challenge yourself now by bringing your knees together. If you have the flexibility to not use a block, what is very important is that when you sit down in between your 2 feet, is that you can put a thumb in between this heel and your hip. So these are the different ways we can sit in a modified Vajrasana. All right, go ahead, come out, shake it out. It was just a little teaching moment I wanted to give to you. All right, come to a seated position where you can see the screen. Remember I told you on Friday we would be looking at mantra and pranayama, but I wanted to do a nice soft warm-up first. So, we all say Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. But did you know that there are different ways to pronounce the sh sound in Sanskrit? So, here we are. Shanti. S-H in English. S-H-A-N-T-I. So this first letter, is an S. I'm going to do it like this. This is S sound, but this is also an S sound. But we don't know, when we look in English, we have no idea which SH sound they want. So that's why we have to know Sanskrit. So in this case, they want the first sh sound. This sh is pronounced in the middle back of your upper mouth, sh. This one is pronounced in the front of the mouth, sh. Now, it's really hard to hear. Some of you I know are bilingual, trilingual, so you can hear the sounds much better than I can. But I can tell you where it's pronounced. At the back of the throat, it's sh, sh. So I'm sort of putting my tongue, the back of my tongue, towards the upper palate and back behind in my throat, sh. Whereas the second sh, my tongue is much more relaxed. So this is sh, the back SH sound, and even the T. There are many ways to pronounce T in Sanskrit. I'm showing you two of the ways. The T in Shanti, here it is pronounced like English. The tongue is touching the back of the teeth. T. So that's easy. That's very familiar for English speakers. The other T is pronounced at the back of the throat. Ka. So it's a matter of just moving your tongue from the front to the back palate. Ka. So when I say Shanti properly, I think back of my throat for sh, teeth touching, or tongue touching the teeth for the T. It's just something to be aware of so that when you're chanting, Om Shanti, 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 even if you can't hear me, or hear it in your own voice, you know where the proper pronunciation should be. Why is this important? Because we know that words are simply vibration. Vibration is simply energy. Energy has a certain frequency. It can be short, long, loud, soft, right? But it's all a type of energy. So in Sanskrit, they've put meaning behind every letter and every type of energy frequency that's going out there in the world. So as practicing yogis, it's really nice to know and have that intention of where we want to put it. So let's practice on your own, Shanti. Let's just say it 8 times on your own, okay? Shanti, 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 Shanti. Great. Now I wanted to show you the other mantra that we do a lot is the mantra to our, let me move this, to pay homage to all the gurus that have come before us. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Okay, we know Om, right? Om just means that's the universal vibration or energy that is all around us. Hrim is really, really interesting. This sound is the manifestation of creation. So while Om is consciousness, it's the potential for something to be manifested here in the physical world, Hrim is that actual manifestation, and that is usually depicted as female. So female connotes creation and manifestation in the physical world. Sri is an honorific. Gurubyo, I think most of you know, guru means bringing knowledge. the teaching or the teacher that brings knowledge to us. That's guru. And then namaha is just to give praise. So it's nice to know when we are chanting this to have meaning behind the words. For me, the most significant word is Hrim, to understand the difference between consciousness and then what is actually being manifested. Because when you think about it, sound, words are simply the manifestation of some energy or some thought. So a thought wave actually has energy. It just hasn't been manifested yet until we say it. And that's what's happening when we do mantras. So with that in mind, let's chant Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. We'll do it 3 times, followed by Om and Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Ready? Let's bring our hands to heart center. So now we have more awareness of the intention behind the mantra. Take a breath in. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Hrim Sri Gurubyo Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And release. One last point. Hrim, manifestation, creation, is the way we learn. We learn through life experiences. Creation is here to give us those life experiences or for us to be aware of the life experiences. Hence, Hrim is such an important word in Vedic and Tantric mantra chanting. All right, let's move on to Pranayama. I'm going to move back to my seated position. We're going to do some Pranayama that we've done before. Remember, Pranayama, again, is just another way to influence energy. Energy is frequencies. Frequencies are all around us, whether we can see them or not. So we're just trying to harmonize energy with our breath work. So coming to a nice seated position. Remember Kapalbhati Breath? It's one of my favorite breaths. In Kapalbhati Breath, we are forcefully exhaling and drawing the abdomen in at the same time. What's really cool is that if you really quiet your mind and bring your awareness inside, you feel your diaphragm like a rubber band just springing back. So in your exhale, which you're forcefully doing and you're really aware of it, you're bringing your abdomen in. When you inhale, the diaphragm descends. And it sort of descends like a big spring of a rubber band. And you can actually become aware of that movement. And notice that you don't have to work at inhaling ever. And this breath teaches us that it's the exhale, which is active, the inhale, which is passive. So a nice way to learn to do this is we're going to do 5 sets of Kapalbhati breath. The first set, you do a count of 10. The second set, a count of 20. Third, 30. Fourth, 40. Fifth, 50. In between, you just take a nice, normal, relaxed breath. And then you reverse it and you go back 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. All right? And while you're doing it, you can start feeling and being aware of that diaphragm, the movement of it. So I'll start you off, and then you begin. We're sitting up nice and straight in a comfortable position. Hands can be open in a yoga mudra, or if you feel more stable, palms down, resting on your thighs. Close your eyes. Nice, easy breath here first. Just relax. Feel the movement of your stomach as you're breathing. Start to use your abs in every exhale now. Let's begin. Ready? Inhale and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Long exhale. Just breathe normal here. Normal exhale. Let's begin. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Long exhale. Normal inhale again and exhale. And then continue on your own. I'll meet you at the end. There's no rush. Keep going. When you do finish, just sit and breathe quietly, normally. Okay, I think we're all meeting here now where we're just breathing normally through both nostrils, easy breath. As you exhale, go ahead, break the posture if you need to stretch out a little bit. I know I'm repeating, but just in case you didn't hear it or remember it from last year, Kapalbhati Breath, in the short term, it will raise your blood pressure. So if you have untreated blood pressure problems, you don't want to do this. However, in the long term, over months and years, it actually will bring your blood pressure down. So I use this breath to keep my blood pressure at a normal level. In the beginning, if we're not used to doing pranayama, it may seem very challenging to sit quietly with ourselves and simply breathe. But very advanced yogis, once their body is in good shape and they can sit quietly for long periods of time, they just do pranayama. They don't need to do all the physical asanas like we have to do just to get in shape so we can sit quietly. So there is a great benefit to doing pranayama. Now, this breath also is very stimulating. So you may have noticed that you feel more awake now. You may notice that you can actually breathe. Your lungs are opening and closing much easier. But sometimes you notice that your emotions are more irritated. It can bring on anxiety also. So it's always nice to do alternate nostril breath afterwards. So let's do that. Let's do 2 minutes of alternate nostril breath, coming into position. Right hand is in position. Remember, you exhale to begin and you exhale to end on the left. Go ahead. I will time us. Go ahead and start. Try to slow the breath down, making each inhale and exhale a little bit longer without straining. Take your time, finish on the left side in an exhale. And then release the hands down and breathe through both nostrils. Can you notice the passage of air now through both nostrils that it enters and leaves? Let's bring our mental focus now to the place between both eyebrows as we sit quietly and breathe, doing our best to just be content with ourselves in a quiet posture. And from this quiet place, inhale, hands to heart center. Keeping in mind our intention and our pronunciation, let's share the pranava 3 times followed by Shanti. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you exhale, bow down to the teacher within. And inhale, come back up. Gently open your eyes. Take a few minutes to make sure we're back in this consciousness, this awareness right now in our physical body. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Have a good weekend.